Just want to take you back to the developing story closer to home. The president touching down in Mthatha in the Eastern Cape. These are live visuals that we're feeding to you not too far from Mthatha Airport. There he is, flanked by the Eastern Cape Premier, Oscar Mabuyane, and Velenkosini Hlabisa, the Co-operative Governance Minister, who's really, in some ways, led the messaging around what's taken place in the Eastern Cape in the week gone by. What's likely to happen now, of course, is the president getting some kind of briefing behind closed doors to get a sense of just the scale of the destruction here outside of the message that's been communicated to the public. We know, of course, that the majority of the post-mortems on the 78 bodies that were found have now been completed, but there's still really no telling the state in which these bodies were found in and the official cause of death. But we do know that it's widespread flooding ultimately that has caused much of the devastation in that part of the country. Abongile Yankees is part of our team who's keeping up with the president, so to speak. And Abongile, if you're able to hear us, I suppose this is the moment that the president finally gets those really harrowing details around what happened.
Yes, and that's when the president will be briefed on what has happened. He has already been briefed through virtual means by the premier and the provincial government and the culture ministry and the basic education ministry. He has just landed now. So now it's time for that closed session where then he'll be going to the sites. I doubt this will take for quite a long time, and they're saying that it won't be long, and then after those visits, then we will be briefed by the president. For now, it's this closed session here at Mthatha Airport. I can tell various people are here, various stakeholders who are in charge of disaster management, who are in charge of health facilities. You recall that around 20-something health facilities were affected by these storms. So it's quite a number of people who are here to ensure that things get back to normal, and the drive from the president, that's something on the ground. The people are saying that he must come here. They are waiting for him with bated breath so that he can set the marching orders so that things do get back to normal for the residents. But even though that may be said, the Culture Ministry emphasized the point of low-lying areas and river banks, and that's what the president is also expected to touch on, that those people, they should be persuaded to go and relocate to somewhere else so that when these floods strike again, they won't be affected and they will be safe. So we are anticipating this meeting not to take a long period of time because the people on the ground are waiting for the president, and the first site for him to visit, it's not too far from here. It's a school not too far from here, under 5 kilometers. So we will be making our way there. But our colleagues, Nkululeko Nyembeze and the rest of the team, are already stationed to these various points where the president will be visiting. I can tell you it's still quite muddy there. I must still change into my gumboots so that we may be able to follow the president and see the engagements with the residents. For now, let's bring it back to you in studio until then.
Before we let you go, there, Abongile, initially the impression that was created is that the president actually drove through parts of the Eastern Cape. It seems actually he was flown to Mthatha.
He was flown, and that earlier on, that seemed to be the dry run that his protectors, his team, was making to ensure that the president's security is secured when he visits those areas. They are telling, he just landed, we saw the plane landing, so that's confirmation for you that he wasn't there earlier on. It was just his team making the rounds so that when he arrives, they know exactly where to go to. So earlier on, it was just a dry run for things to go smoothly when the president finally does hit the ground and visits these places so that no time is wasted and they know exactly where to go. So it's a long day for the president, and we are here to cover each and every bit of that.
All right, Abongile Yankees, live to us there from Mthatha. For now, thanks very much indeed. I imagine, of course, we'll be crossing to you quite a few times throughout the course of the day. Abongile, once again, live to us there from Mthatha in the Eastern Cape.